Hello.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, you just heard this is BO2 Zombies, and we're gonna be playing Mob of the Dead. Usually, these games are more known for getting a high score with a high round, but we are gonna speedrun the Easter egg, which is like it's an Easter egg on the map that tells you more about the story and the narrative. So we have to do some objectives on the map, and yeah, let's get started here. So right at the start, I'm gonna
Time
be
starts
listening.
now. Right?
Yeah, can start. I'm listening for an audio cue in my left ear because there's a bunch of spawn points in the starting area, and I need a specific one to do a free door trick at the start. I'm having a little hard time hearing it with these headphones. Just 1 second. I think this should be it. So yeah, it's completely dark, so I can't see where he spawned. Yep. And then I need a door or a key to spawn here, which is a 50-50 chance. So hopefully I'll get it in not too long.
This is zombie, so there are a lot of random elements, but most of them don't matter. It's just right at the start here. It's pretty important for the route he's doing to get the trick and then the key. We will explain the trick in a little bit, but
Ooh, this is tough. Okay. Nope, that's a fake one.
a fake one.
Yeah, my apologies. I have a little bit hard time hearing it here. I think this is good. Nope.
There we go.
And no key, so missed
Dang
it
it.
twice in a row. Three times.
3 coin flips in a row going the wrong way. Oh well. Yeah, I guess we have time to explain the trick you're doing right at the start and just get that ready. So he's doing a trick here where he can open a door for free. If you've played zombies before, you know that the doors cost anywhere from 500 to like 2,500, and they're usually set to where you need to kill zombies to get points to be able to open the doors. But in this map, right as you enter Afterlife, which is a mechanic that is only on this map, you are in the air and you jump at a door, it will then allow you to open it for free. And that is how he's going to be able to do this run as fast as you will see as soon as the map cooperates.
Yep. 4 coin flips missed.
Well, that means the next one's like 100% guaranteed, right? That's how gambling works.
Wrong one. Maybe I can flip one up, make it easier to hear it. There we go.
Hey!
Now the run can start for real.
Finally. So right at the start here is zapping a bunch of things. This is opening up different parts of the map. A lot of what you're setting up in this game or in this map is done in Afterlife, so managing those is going to be very important.
Sal?
He's going down here now. This area you don't have access to in round 1 usually, but because he did the free door glitch, he's able to go all the way down here and get this, which then also saves him in Afterlife, which lets him do even more later in earlier rounds. So there you saw him jump at the door, throwing a grenade right as he got to the door, or letting the grenade explode right as he got to the door, which lets him then die, which enters Afterlife and opens the door for free, saving him even more money.
So now we're locked in here in this room for a bit. Kind of what we're doing right now is we're collecting plane parts because we need to build a plane to fly to the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm not killing all these zombies yet because I want to collect a double points power up and then kill all of them so I get more points so I can open up the entire map.
And there are some... the textures you've added are so silly, man. So good. See a bit more of that later. But yeah, so there are some guaranteed drops here right at the start where Huth will be able to get, well, there you see him get a nuke. He will also now in like maybe 500 or 600 points be able to get another guaranteed drop. It's not guaranteed what it is, but it's guaranteed to get it, and he can hope for that to be something that helps him. So he's going to pick up that nuke while the double points is active, giving him the 800 instead of 400 points for that nuke. And again, he does get to open a lot of doors for free with the free door glitch, but he still has a lot of doors to open here, and managing your points is going to be very important here in the early parts of this run.
Yeah. So the early point route is pretty tight, but I got a lot of points here, so it should be good.
Again, free door. That was, I don't think I've seen you do the bink off of the wall like that, just run over there. That's beautiful.
We had a code here, 315.
There's no, there's no way, man.
Here's the rigging.
That's our second plane part we got.
And we haven't mentioned, but Huth here, if he takes 2 hits in rapid succession, will die. That's not as big of a deal on this map as it would be on a couple of others, but it's still very important that he manages when he dies because of using this afterlife mechanic that you're seeing here to open parts of the map. So this is one of the maps where it's a little bit easier than some of the other zombies maps to play at a marathon because you can guarantee that you won't die for most of the playthrough. There are a couple of sketchy spots that Huth is going to absolutely nail, judging by practice. But it's still just insane to me to see that Black Ops Zombies is even something you can submit to ESA, because it is, like, anyone who's played it knows how easy it is to die in this just from one small mistake. So it's a good map to show off for this kind of marathon. And yeah.
So this part right here is a big RNG element, start of the run, where you get these zombies spawning depends on how quick you can feed a dog, and this was incredibly slow this time.
So you need to feed this dog 6 zombies, and there are 2 more dogs you need to feed, and once you've fed all 3, that unlocks a tomahawk, which is necessary to finish the Easter egg. So he's just going to be doing some stuff while he's feeding the dog up to, that's I don't
4.
Yeah.
I'll get 5 here, which is fine.
Yeah, so kill another zombie down there. That should be good. Okay, points here, right?
Yep, these points are fine. I need 2 more plane parts.
So you don't need to finish that dog there because you're coming back later anyway, so you might as well just not spend a bunch of time killing zombies and just save that for later when there will be zombies there anyway. Since the animation of the dog eating takes a bit of time, it's just optimal to do it this way.
Here's our 4th part.
Got ourselves an engine.
Important I end the round here. Need to find the zombie.
So why is it important to end the round here?
Because every time you end a round, you'll get another afterlife.
Right.
And I have none right now. Oh, this is annoying.
You see a like blue diamond shape right under his points on the right side, and that has always 0 on it right now, means he has 0 afterlives. The maximum you can have at any time in
He's
single
up here
player is
somewhere.
3.
Wow, this is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna try and go despawn him.
Is he? Because they can get stuck out of the map on some other maps I know.
Oh, he's here.
You gotta see this. I think
There we
I
go.
just found Pandora's fucking box.
Yeah, so then you get your afterlife back, and what is that?
That was, that was an accident.
Okay.
But I don't need my nade there anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah. Now coming up to where he's going to build the plane, he just needs to feed the dog that's on the wall right
Control
here
valve's taken care of.
for a while, and then he's going to throw or hold a grenade in his hands until it explodes and kills him, so that he can go into afterlife and open up the roof where the plane is going to get built. So this is one of the kind of spooky segments where a lot of variance in how these zombies move around, and you got to be very careful to make sure that they don't accidentally hit you twice in rapid succession. But right now he's trying to die, so if they hit him here, that's fine. It's just making sure it wouldn't be a big deal if he got killed early there, because he then has his afterlife that he has to use anyway, but it would just mean that he had to kill the zombies for the dog a little later.
See what I do next.
Here I'm gonna drop a nade as I'm leaving for the last kill,
Oh,
so I don't have to stick around for it.
you die quicker than explode.
And then
I
he-
can just go craft a plan here and it finished
Come
underneath.
on, hurry it up.
So here we have about a minute and a half where we can do some donations.
Thank you very much. We have a number of generous donations from Anonymous with no message. We have a 50, a 5 and a $10 donation, all from Anonymous. Thank you very much, but make sure to put your donations towards targets polls and for large enough donations redeemed.
Strange
But we do also have $2 about 6 minutes ago, I think I know when this was, from random number generator. My bad, man. I think we all know where that was if we've been paying attention.
Yeah.
Sal, you here?
Could you lower the game volume a little bit?
What about you? Damn it.
So-
No, go ahead.
So now that we land on the bridge here, we're locked in here for a minute before these electric chairs here show up and let us leave. So it's a bit of downtime, but you can still take it down if you're not careful.
Fuck me. Here they come again.
And we'll see the special zombie of the map will come and fight us. Is the Warden or Brutus?
Something's coming.
So you can only... Okay, so Huth explained this to me in a level of detail I'd never heard before, but you need the plane parts that you just collected to respawn, and you need to go to this place, to the Golden Gate Bridge, 3 times. And so the plane parts can only respawn at the start of a round when you're
which
not
is
on the bridge.
right now.
So
But they won't respawn if you're on the bridge, so you have to end the round and enter quickly. This way, when I return to the prison, the parts will respawn, and I can collect them again.
which then, yeah, lets him optimally just leave right as the last zombie's dying, and lets you keep your rounds as low as possible, which is just
Here's where the
useful in
gas
general,
cans.
because then you don't get a bunch of new zombies running in and, during parts where you have something you need to do. And you're gonna see, I think you're still on the same rounds as I've seen you in practice, which is very
Yep,
nice.
Yep.
Which means you're going to see him finish this Easter egg a lot earlier than I have ever done in my casual play of this map. It's just insane how far the door glitch lets you push that. Oh, spooky part.
So this wolf is kind of scary because it's very tight quarters. It's not the worst if you take it down here, but yeah, I definitely prefer not to, of course.
He says it's a very scary wolf while he's running around farming points with a pistol that doesn't even deal any like relevant damage
okay.
to them.
So taking it down here isn't the worst. You can recover it and stay on the same routes. Just small slowdown. But I do need to be careful here, because going down now would mean game over.
So in general, like the route here is pretty forgiving with that, but you only get really one backup down, so then you got to be very careful
Okay,
if
we're moving.
Yeah.
you go down.
So here we're about to finish feeding the last dog, which was the first one we started feeding actually, which will unlock the tomahawk, which is required to complete the
Some more fuel
objectives
here.
on the map.
Yeah, the tomahawk is
Oh,
used.
that's a really lucky spawn right in front.
Nice. The tomahawk is used to gather the skulls that are gathered or scattered around the map,
Yes.
Some more fuel here.
which you will see very soon. You're going up to pick it up now, right?
Yes.
And it's also just a very powerful weapon in the early rounds.
Yep. We'll one-shot any zombie. I collect it here,
I
and
do
I'm
this
actually
for my
grabbing
own
a skull through the roof.
Interesting.
There's a cell above the roof there, but the hitbox is very generous for the skulls, so I can just grab it straight through the roof, and same thing here. Collected a skull there all the way up by the plane roof.
the skulls being able to pick it up through that like that is probably just because they're very generous in general, because this game has been played by millions of people on Xbox 360 at 30 frames per second, and it's not exactly easy to do that stuff.
Hurry it up.
So this is our second flight. The free requirements to complete the egg is fly 3 times. We need to collect the free blunder gap, which you get by collecting all the skulls, which I already have 2 of, and collecting the spoon, which we will be able to do the next time we return. But yes, if we have any more donations here, we have about a minute or so.
Fucking storm.
No donations in currently, but we would just like to remind everybody that we are raising money for Alzheimer funding. Everything that you donate goes to a good cause. Doing Alzheimer's research is critical
Am I
to
here because of the things I've
people and
done?
people's families
The
and the
bad
quality of
things.
life that they're going to
That's it,
have.
isn't it?
All of your donations go towards Alzheimer's funding, as well as any revenue that we have from
Until I reach
subscriptions, adverts,
Well, you're gonna have to wait
anything
a
like
long
that.
time.
Even our t-shirt sales are done just at cost of materials with free labor. We appreciate it all very, very much.
Yep, so here Brutus is going to spawn any second, and then we want to do the same thing where we end the round right as we're leaving.
And since you need to go to the bridge 3 times, this is the last time where ending the round right as you leave is important.
I will have to end it again because I took that down earlier.
Oh, right. Yeah, so you need 1 more afterlife.
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
but normally you wouldn't have to now. Oh, I mistimed that.
Let's get this done.
That's fine.
Now.
Did it not?
Okay, so no. I just missed that there's 1 more zombie there,
Okay.
so I'll have to find it quickly.
Again, a lot of variance in this game mode, where the zombies can spawn far away, they can be slow, they can spawn right next to you, sprint at you at full speed, and it just means that sometimes there's a guy just around the corner that you didn't know about.
Here. Oh, I can't really quite pinpoint where he is. Breaking a barrier.
He sounds angry, though.
Yeah. Oh, he's right here.
There we go. But I guess that doesn't really lose any significant amount of time, because you're...
No, well, yeah, I just finding
Here's
it.
one of the gas
So
cans.
there we got to see the fuel can just respawn in front of us, which is, you don't normally see that.
Fuck.
This map is pretty crass. All the voice actors have been told to curse as much as possible, seemingly.
Here's one of the gas cans.
So here right now, you're really picking up the plane parts and then going to be picking up the rest of the skulls,
Yep.
if I'm correct.
Yes.
And then go right back up to the plane again.
So this skull I'm
Some
collecting
more
here
fuel
is probably the most tricky one. You do a strafe into the wall there, and I didn't quite get enough
Thanks.
distance, so I'll have to back it up.
There we go.
Over here.
So these skulls, you can tell where to throw your
This one
tomahawk.
is a little, it's not that tricky, but if you miss it, it's really bad, because you have to ride the
Okay,
gondola twice, but yeah.
So if you're in the afterlife mode, you can see where these skulls are, and then you have to go out of afterlife to throw your tomahawk at them, which is
But we just know where they all are, so we can just do that right away.
nothing random about it.
So here's the spoon requirement. There's a spoon in here, which you probably can't see, but you have to shock it, so it goes to the cafeteria.
Here's one of the gas cans.
And then this
Then
is-
here, last skull. Oh, I see. Last skull gives us the blunder gap.
This is the wonder weapon of this map,
Yep.
which is very powerful. It's a shotgun. And it's just required for this map. You don't really use it for anything, but it's required to get it.
Yeah. And I'm going to be collecting my last fuel tank up here.
Then flying away.
Some more fuel here.
Here you're mostly then just killing zombies now
I
to
think
be
I
able to...
forgot. I have to grab this spoon here through the floor, so I'll go and do that.
Alright. Yeah, all of these tomahawk throws just have surprisingly big hitboxes that also don't really care about walls, which is pretty nice for the speedrun. Not something that was clear to me casually, because I've thrown my tomahawk at those things so many times and missed. It's... I haven't seen that before. That's
Oh,
nice.
really? Yeah. Yeah, so here, because I took that extra down earlier, I'm going to have to end the round. Which can be a little scary doing the last segment with a new round starting, but it is usually fine.
And here you're going to then also use an afterlife, right? So, like once you get back?
For the final step here, I have to enter the codes of all the prisoners on the map.
Come again.
But I need an afterlife to do that, right? So
Yeah.
round has to end here. So I might have to stay on the bridge for a little bit extra.
You got guts walking in front of me, asshole. Something's coming.
The warden doesn't count for the round, right?
No. So I don't technically have to kill the warden, no.
But might as well, because he is
Gives me a drop.
very fast.
Sweet, we got
Oh,
the
that's
guns
pretty
and we got the bombs.
Oh yeah, that was way in time actually.
Done right now.
Yeah, so the only real time loss from that death earlier was the fact that you couldn't optimally feed the dog.
Yes.
I do this for my own amusement.
And it's so cool seeing people like Huth here and who know all of these variations and who have such an amount of hours in this and just knows the flowchart of what to do if this goes wrong or what to do in this situation. Very, very nice.
Well, most of the times just reset, but little movement failed.
And yeah, this movement that you see him doing, a lot of people probably already know this, but this game is based on Quake engine.
Vaguely, I guess. Yeah.
And so you get the strafing and everything. Here, Huth has to input the codes of the prisoners as part of the Easter egg, so these are always the same. And you do have enough time to do all of them, and also with like 1 or 2 mistakes, it's still fine, but this is still...
It's pretty nerve-wracking on like a PB pace.
Yep.
So here, it's a bit scary because it started the round, so I'm gonna be kind of swamped with zombies here.
And there he picked
Yeah,
up.
that's just gonna focus up here.
So Huth picked up an audio tape there. The audio tape made it black and white, and that just means we're at the last step of this Easter egg.
Yep.
Where
And this is where we get a lot of like the background narrative of the map is told here.
yeah, the Easter eggs in Black Ops or in zombies in general are very obtuse and weird, and the story can be hard to grasp. I feel like this one is one of the clearer ones.
A little late here. So there's going to be these audio log power-ups, which I have to collect. And they always spawn at the same place, so I'm just going to camp where they spawn to optimally pick it up. I missed that first one there, but...
But it's more important to not die than to be standing in the right spot, rather lose the second than lose the run.
Yeah.
Just how the weasel managed to convince these hardened criminals that such a plan was even possible remains a mystery to this day.
I mean, do you want to explain the lore, or are we just above that?
No such plane was ever built. Instead,
I don't know, I've forgotten it.
Yeah,
They're trying to escape the prison, but they're stuck in a loop where they keep on dying and just come back to the prison over and over again.
it's Groundhog Day.
That's basically it, yeah.
between the misguided Arlington and his former co-conspirators.
Okay, so there's going to be one last headphone up here.
Finn O'Leary, Sal
And then that's gonna, yeah, coming up on time here in,
lured the unsuspecting
what,
Arlington
30 seconds?
Soon, yeah.
where they intended
Call it.
to exact a bloody and violent revenge.
So here I picked up the last one. When it fades back to color, will be the end of the round.
Arlington met his grisly end, bleeding to death on the cold concrete roof. For their participation in the murder, the 3 collaborators were sent to death by electric chair. Justice came swiftly. On the morning of January 19th, 1933,
Yeah, round
So you
6.
Have to stay alive here, yeah.
Crazy. Time.
Okay, so that is time. Play it. It will change your life.
Cool.
So before I hop away from gameplay,
Gonna celebrate a
fitting
little
that
bit.
today is 4th of July, right? And we are here in San Francisco and they're shooting fireworks. So let's take a closer look. To get a really good view about the festivities. All right. That's it for me for gameplay. Yeah. Lauren, you have any closing remarks?
Thanks for giving me a... It's so cool to see how far this run has got, because the trick with the free door has really pushed it so much further than it was back when I ran this many, many years ago.
Yeah, that was discovered in 2020 and completely changed the map. And a lot of people started picking it up and playing it, which was cool to see.
And also, again, just the nerves of submitting this to a speedrunning marathon and how close it can get at times and how scary this can feel, but just good stuff getting through this.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
so it was a pretty smooth run overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Lorraine, for commentating for me. Thank you, ESA, for having me on. This entire event is awesome, and yeah, keep on doing good. So yeah, thank you.